Welcome once again to the Discipleship Pathway and this stage as being a spiritual parent. Now, I got to clarify, this is not about being a spiritual adult, but it's about being a spiritual parent. Those are two different things. Because Jesus said in even the Great Commission, go and make disciples of all nations. That's not just being mature, that's about helping other people discover Jesus, come to follow Jesus, be changed by Jesus, and commit their lives to the mission of Jesus. That's actually developing others. That's parenting. You know, if you clicked on this page first, I want to actually encourage you to go back and check out the other stages of the spiritual journey first for two reasons. First off, to make sure we reinforce our foundation, make sure we're all on the same page. Second is to affirm that you're actually in the right stage. See, being a spiritual parent has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of time that you have been a Christian. I've actually known people who have been Christians for many years of their life, but when it comes down to assessing where they are in their spiritual journey, they've come to realize that they're actually spiritual infants. Christians for long times, but quite frankly, infants in their faith. They're not at the place of yet ready to parent other people or help others grow in their discipleship journey. And so if you've done all the other stages in the spiritual journey, way to go. I'm really proud of you. And now you're about to step into one of the most exciting stages. But to help us know that we're all at this stage and we're ready to hop into this stage, here's some of the thoughts or some of the things that might come out of your mouth if you're ready for this stage as a spiritual parent. Some of the things that would be said would be things like this. I wonder if God is leading me to invest in so-and-so and help them mature in their faith. Or I want to help this guy at work. He asked me to explain the Bible to him. Pray for me as I spend time in the Word with him. Or we get to baptize someone in our impact community. I'm also inviting them to serve with me on my ministry team. Getting them plugged into ministry is essential for growth. Or you might say something like this. Our impact community is going on a missions trip. I'm praying that for God's wisdom to give each person a different responsibility to help them with growth. Or the most important discipleship is with my children. Will you hold me accountable to lead devotions with my kids? I get so busy and I'm not consistent with them. Or last one, it might be something like this. I want to be conscious of the influence that I have with my words and actions when I go to the game with, let's say, Bill and Betty. I easily get upset with the refs, and as new Christians, Bill and Betty are hungry for guidance, and I want to set a good example for them. I don't know if you caught it in all of those statements, but it's modeling something for someone else. It's investing in others. It's pouring into others' spiritual journey. Now, what's really exciting about this stage is that you've likely been poured into by others, and now it's time for you to be able to turn around and pour into others and help develop others in their spiritual journey. You know, for me, I remember one of the best times that I've gotten to experience this is I was leading a group of guys, kind of a small group discussion with a group of guys a handful of years ago, and many of them were new believers. I would call them spiritual infants. And they often would say something like this. They would say, I know this is a really stupid question, but would you mind helping me understand? And then they would ask a question like, what are angels? Or what happens when we're in heaven? Or what happens, fill in the blank? And they would often say, though, that idea of like, this is a stupid question, but would you help me? And I always would correct them and say, that's not a stupid question. See, somewhere along my journey and in my life, someone was so kind that when I asked that question, they taught me. And they helped develop me and they took me to Scripture. And now I, in turn, get to turn around and do the same thing with others. It's the best. I love being able to develop others and help come alongside others in their spiritual journey and parent them, help them grow in their faith. That's the stage that you're stepping into. And so if you're ready to step into this stage and start parenting, not adulting, but parenting, buckle up. Because the ride is going to get crazy and it's going to be fun as you start to help others grow and you pour into them. Take your next step below. We've got everything that you need to grow in this stage. And if you have any questions, as always, we will be there for you to help answer any question you have along the way. I'm proud of you, really, for taking this bold step, this brave step in pouring into others and helping them grow in their faith. Click on the links below. Get ready, because this is going to be fun.